so tired to head south. Woke up this morning, it's like 8-9 degrees Celsius. The space heater was amazing though, we slept so well. But then you wake up and there's all that magical mist on the Erie Canal. It's beautiful. Stay warm. We locked through lock 24, 11 feet down, pretty smooth. It is so easy to do the locks now. You hear the sound of the mussels and they're squirting. Now we're just driving through the mist, making our way to the last log before Lake Oneida.
This morning is a gorgeous morning, but I'm really not in the best of moods. Not everything always works out as you hoped. Both Kai and Coral are just, well, mostly Kai actually lately has been having a lot of trouble in the evenings, and he's really not sleeping so well, which means we're not sleeping so well. And we're kind of used to him sleeping so well because he really sleeps well. He's been an amazing baby. He sleeps through the night aside from a few feedings, doesn't get too fussy aside from maybe once. But last night, I think he was up every hour and a half, just not crying that much, just kind of fussing. And he's going through a little bit of a cold. Coral already went through it, so I mean it makes sense. I shouldn't blame him, but it's just so hard when you're trying to get up early in the morning doing long days and trying to stay up in the evening doing editing or working on boat projects. So it just feels like we're just like every day we're getting less and less and less energy for all of those things, and less and less things are getting done. But I guess I gotta just realize that this is only temporary, this won't last forever. But it sure isn't always easy. Sometimes it's easy and it's all happy and it's really great, and we get to experience these beautiful things with our two children, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. But then other times it's just not so much fun and it's really hard. But I guess that's life, right? Look, the swans! good job. Wow.
Okay, mom's turn. We just did our very first lock going up. Lock 20. Oh gosh, going up. Kids on a boat. Ooh, they're scary sometimes. Coral trusts me way too much. There, first lock going up in the Erie Canal. Lock 22. Because all the other ones we've been going down. We met someone in Bosmanville who said that diesel was the cheapest here, and he's been going all the way to New York, and apparently it's really expensive over there. So we are at Winter Harbor Marina for a $3.89 diesel.
Approximately 100 milliliters of this, or 4 ounces.
We're crossing today because it's calling for super calm weather, which is kind of what you want for that lake, because apparently it can get really bad as soon as there's like too much wind. It's big waves, like 4-foot waves that pick up really tight together. So today is the day to cross, calling for like 5 knots of wind, not even. Coral, t'as pas de veste de sauvetage.
Decided to slow down a little bit. Saw some depths sliding around close to our depth of our boat, but I'm pretty sure, just based on what I've seen, because I've seen less than our depth of our boat. Yeah, I think we're just maybe have a few inches extra than what it's calling, because I saw 5.3 at the lowest, and I should have felt something at that. But maybe it was just mud too. It is just silt, so we could have just pushed through it. But yeah, it's coming back up there again now, so that's good.
Well, we made it across Oneida Lake. It was a really smooth crossing. Can't say sail because we didn't have any sails, but we said that boat sailing, and I was kind of jealous. Yeah, we're in Sylvan Beach. There's free dock here without anything, but it's a free dock, picnic table, grass for coral to just run around. So this is perfect.
Yeah, that looks so good. These wood chips looking. Ooh. This is the first time doing this, so I have no idea if this is cooked. I'm going by feel, and it's a big hunk of meat, so we're just gonna cut it in half. If it's not cooked, throw it back on a little longer. But it smells delicious. I didn't put any barbecue. Oh man,
that's perfect.
That was great.
Nope. Yeah.
Just dry rub. We wanted to see what the smokiness would do, and without barbecue sauce. So let's see what it tastes like. Oh yeah.
Vous papa va te le couper. Hein? On va le couper.
Come on. Come on, dude. Look, we're gonna miss the sunset. fast.
Jeez, you're supposed to catch yourself. There you go. Well, last time we were here, we showed up pretty much at sunset, so it's kind of nice to show up a little before sunset. Although it took us too long to eat and we kind of missed it. Once again, just Kai.
Yeah, still pretty colors.
It's beautiful.
So while we were motoring down the lake, I decided to do a bit of research into our standing rigging and what would need to be replaced and what we needed to do to complete the job, really. And I realized that our model of CNC has what's considered, like, I wouldn't say faulty, but not so good quality tangs that go into the mast. There's 3 of them. Carl's chasing the geese. Basically, the tangs are made of aluminum, which means there's corrosion issues and they're really hard to remove. And the main issue actually is the stainless steel halyard can chafe on the inside and actually snap the entire tang. And we felt some halyards kind of getting jammed in the mast, and we weren't sure what was causing it, but now thinking back, that's almost guaranteed what was causing it. So I was always under the impression, oh, it wouldn't be the end of the world because we're keel stepped if we lost one of the shrouds or something, you know, like if, you know, the mast would probably still stay up. I mean, it's very thick metal. The entire mast itself weighed 800 pounds. So it's a very heavy mast, heavy duty gauge wall. But I think if we lost both of the top shrouds, that would be game over. You know, I doubt it would stay up. So with that in mind, I really want to be cautious. But the problem is we aren't really set up here once we get out of the canal. Obviously, I have to wait till we get out of the canal to even bother taking on this project. But we also got to get south enough to get out of the cold weather because that's going to sneak up on us. It's already getting quite cold. And we got 2 babies to keep warm, so, or 2 kids to keep warm anyway. A few things to kind of work out. It's original rigging from 1983, more than likely. So, I mean, it's due to be replaced anyway, so it's not the end of the world.
It was a little colder yesterday night. We do not have power here, so we didn't run the little space heater. That space heater has been making a difference. Like, you wake up in the morning and it's nice and toasty. But I mean, it wasn't that bad. It's 11 degrees this morning. Whoopa! So now we're just out for a little morning stroll. Might go to the playground.
Pulling the bow out a little bit.
Tu restes sur le bateau, Coral.
We're hopping on. Yo, we're free.
On the start track.
Water's pretty clear.
We made it to Rome! We have traveled across the Atlantic Ocean. Now we're in Rome, New York. We cannot travel through Europe within the state of New York. We have a free dock. There's really nothing, no power, no water. But it's pretty good. Although as we were coming in, we were seeing 5.5, 5.6. So that was like pretty much our kill. Come here, Coral. And now I'm gonna go see the building next to it, check it out a little bit. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, Coral?
Just making sure the dock is nice and clean while Dad is trying to clean up the fenders a little bit from all the rust stains while we were locking up. It's amazing how much more pressure is on the boat while you're going up the lock, because the locks fill up and kind of there's turbulence right in the center and it pushes you up against the wall. And I didn't have the board on the right side, so we picked up a lot of rust, which is now making its way to the hull when the fenders spin around. So just trying to clean him up a little bit, minimize some of the work I'll have to do later. And Coral's keeping everything clean too.
Every day is quite interesting. We just had a cop show up by the boat looking for a man with braids, chasing a little girl. So turns out Corey was stealing a 2-year-old girl. And they were super nice though. They gave Coral a nice little sticker. But every day is very entertaining. Someone called and told him he was stealing a girl.
Or running after.
Running after
a little girl. Which, yeah, I mean, the police officers were doing their due diligence and making sure I wasn't some sort of creep or doing something bad. So I totally understand. I appreciate them out there to help us and make sure that everything is safe. But yeah, the person who called the police, I don't know, put a little bit of thought into it before you call the police next time.
Life is full of adventures, all sorts of them.